Hey everyone, it's Joe from greenlightsound.com, and today's episode we've got a look at a new use for EchoBoy, EchoBoy on bass. And you might be wondering, well, why would I want to use a delay plugin on bass? EchoBoy is a fantastic delay plugin, but also has some really cool extra features that make it really useful to use on other sources without any delay used at all. So the first thing you want to do to set this up is to make sure you're not getting any delay out of EchoBoy. So I put it on time, I reduced the echo time to 0.0 milliseconds. There is no delay going on at all. No feedback. I've got the mix up full wet. I'm not messing with any of the controls here for tap tempo or the groove or feel or any of that stuff. It's on single echo, its default setting. Over here, what I want to do is drive the saturation up a little bit, almost at 12 o'clock, almost halfway up. I crank the input a little bit too, add a couple dB of input, actually about 6 dB of input gain, and I can adjust with the output there. For the style selector here, I want to go with cheap tape. And when you first open EchoBoy, the style edit isn't open. You want to open that up. And you want to mess with this EQ a bit. And you can copy the settings down that I have here, but this works really well on bass. Basically, driving gain into this saturation. Then the last set of controls you really want to look at is the saturation. The decay saturation is brought down to minus 8.4 or so dB. And the output saturation is 20 dB, between 20 and 24 dB. Basically cranked all the way, dime that out all the way up. And here it's set on tape. When you choose cheap tape as the style, this is the saturation type that you have down here. So first thing I want to do is play the recording of the bass part without EchoBoy at all. It's bypassed. Decent bass recording, but in the context of a mix, it might get lost, and it might be nice to add some saturation to it. So I engage the plugin now. Here it is. A lot thicker, a lot nastier. Now, if I don't like that amount of saturation, I can easily bring back this output saturation and dial it into what I want. Without. If you think it gets too dark when you crank that output saturation, you could always adjust the gain controls here in the 3-band EQ. If I want the high and mid-range to cut through a little bit more, I can easily adjust this gain. And I can actually go through all these different saturation types and get different sounds out of that. Nice dirt. Just a little bit of edginess there. You can really crush it with the fuzz. And back around to the beginning. So you can see how you can get a lot of great sounds out of that. Let's try it on a different bass part now. Here's this bass part without. And with. If you want some more of that mid-range bite. You can easily add it in with the EQ here. It also the saturation takes away some of the really heavy transients from that bass part. And one more we'll try it on. Let's try this bass part. No EchoBoy. And with EchoBoy saturation. Try some different styles here too. Studio tape. Master tape. So you can see just by changing the style or customizing the style down here in the style edit menu, you can create some really cool saturation effects based upon actual analog gear. I mean, that's what this stuff is. If you look in the EchoBoy's emulations here, it's all different actual delay units or tape echoes. And just driving the saturation of those units creates some really cool effects for bass. So just another trick to use with EchoBoy that has nothing to do with the delay features. Though it is a great delay unit, it can be used for some other really interesting effects, especially on bass here. If you have any questions or comments, let me know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you in the next one.